Generic greetings and welcome to Shortest Trip to Earth. This is a space roguelike where you have a ship, a crew, and a bunch of randomly generated systems which you will have to traverse in order to get back to Earth. The clue is sort of in the title. Obviously, it will be via the shortest means as well. I mean, that sort of goes without saying. You'll encounter random aliens of the space kind, obviously. Sort of piratey type horrible people, bad civilizations, good civilizations, random planets, strange events. You'll trade, you'll upgrade, you'll get some crew, you'll lose some crew normally because of various means, and hopefully get a good ship in order to get to the end, which is something I've reached nowhere near because the game seems to be quite difficult. I've played about an hour and a half and I've only just missed off getting to like the second sector, and I think there's 5 of them in total in order to get back, so yeah, nowhere near towards the end, which is why this is a preview only, not a full review. This is version 0.38. It is in early access, so the typical disclaimers apply of basically it isn't finished. There's going to be some bugs and problems, and it's probably not feature complete, blah, blah, blah. I'm just going to show you a little bit of it, and you can decide whether it's something for yourself or not. Let's go to new game and start game. So you can see, oh, actually, sorry, yes, we got up to 5 now, and it looks like it's Sector 10 coming soon. So I'm going to go to the closest star, and we do have a star, but basically, warp drive malfunction, we're quite away from Earth, and we have to get back. So we need to select our ship, and we've got various types of ship, and that's an interesting one. I'm going to go with this one because it's a small missile boat, not built for intergalactic flights, but comes with a military-grade armor and engines, providing a superior tactical survivability. It includes a small nuke. Ooh, don't really need to read any further than that, because it says nuclear. So, we have crew, and you can see you can change the names and things like that. We have a total of 10 crew there, and then we have different modules and things that we can get. So I'm going to select, I think we'll have extra fuel, extra organics. We are using our fate points here to basically buy this. We'll say extra nano steel, extra synthetics, some exotic crystals. I don't want self-contained resource packs, probably not for the time being. Improvised med bay, I think we already have that. Actually no, we'll probably go for that one. We also want, that's drones. Now, I've not actually messed around with drones, so maybe... Ooh, we can get a rat cook as well, which gives us 1 crew rat, and it gives us 30 organics. Maybe not. How about a drone repair bay? We'll have a gunnery drone, and we'll have a maintenance drone, and a DIY gunnery drone. I think I'll go for the standard drone, thank you very much. We'll go for a... don't need a sensor replacement because we've still got stuff for standard. You can see there's stuff to unlock as well. I'm going to go for probably a shield generator replacement. Replaces the shield generator. It's probably better, isn't it? And also, let's go for one of those. A DIY cryo sleep pod. That's not something I want. If I'm gonna if I'm gonna be in cryo stasis, I want something that's not DIY. A backup sensor, no. DIY backup weapon. Nuke arsenal. Oh yeah, of course we're gonna select that. And we got 4 more points, which I think we will go for. Oh, small bot. You get like a little pet that roams around. I think we'll go for the Gatling gun upgrade, and there we go. So you can customize your ship quite a lot before we start. It's called the Nuke Runner, and then we'll start the game. A malfunction our ship's warp drive, something, we're going to land elsewhere. So let's just sort of address the elephant in the room. FTL. Probably the best space roguelike ever. At least in my estimation, which is quite limited because I don't normally play roguelike games, but FTL, I've got over 100 odd hours on it, so I love that game. Is this anything like that? Yes, I don't think it even disguises the fact that it is very similar. I think it's been mentioned that it was even started developed beforehand and things like that, but it does share... a lot of the DNA, but it does feel very different. Combat particularly is, I wouldn't say it is punchy. I can't really read what's going on as much, and it does seem to be a bit more random, but it also has its own charm as well. But anyway, let's just have a quick look at our ship while I've paused it. Well, first, run down the UI. Top left, health. If that goes to 0, it's all bad and you die. We've got shield generators, we've got ship evasion, we've got ship detection, we've also got loads of resources on the left. Organics, if that goes to 0, your crew start to starve. Fuel, if that goes to 0, then the ship can't move or jump, and you've got other things like metals and explosives, which is for your weapons and stuff. And you have actually got storage here as well, so like if that goes up, then that's all kinds of bad as well. We've got our overall power output, which is, we're currently using 11 out of 24. So you can say turn all on, turn all off. There's buttons for that. You've also got options for saving your crew members, and you can see we have several crew members sitting around. So this is the bridge here. We need someone commanding that in order for it to go. We have different people, so we can click on those and we can see what skills they have. So this person here, this is Alva Rockhill, and they have 3 out of 4 rating in operate. So I'm going to put those in a position where they will be able to do good, and I think doing good would probably be near the bridge. Now, I wonder why it's put those there. I'm going to put them in here, and we'll unpause it while they crack on. We're not going to be using our resources while we do this here. So, Mothership I. I've defrozen our entire crew, assigned all of them to operate different ship modules. You might want to review this later. I'm going to do that right now. Also, completed calculating the shortest route back to Earth. The journey goes through 10 sectors of uncharted space. I don't know if the full 10 are in the game yet, but anyway. Must convince whoever's guiding them to let us through. Okay, so that's fine. So, we're going to have to collect resources and head off. This person is already damaged for some reason. You can see they've got the little plus there. They require medical assistance, so I'm going to send them over there. We have a couple of pets here as well. We've got little bastard, which is a kitty cat, which we can't order around because it's a cat, obviously. However, we do have THX Type 1.3, which is a robot, which is a maintenance drone. Fairly cool. Anyway, that's a problem. I sent them there to get healed, but they've also got a blunderbuss rifle. Cool. But my medical thing isn't there. In my cargo bay, I have... Oh, I do have a med bay DIY. Yes, I thought I might have something like that. There we go. I was going to say, my past couple of playthroughs, I did have it there, so I'm going to send them there. And in terms of Nuke, we've got... Is that a smiley face? I think it is a smiley face on the side of that. So we'll put that in there, and we will install it. It's left-click to select, right-click to issue an order. We've got a shield generator. Again, all of this has, like, certain statistics, so loading time and the shield capacity, as well as how much power it uses, that sort of thing. So I'm going to move those there. I'm just going to check people, see what their ratings are. That person there is currently talking to the bot. They have 2 in gunnery, so it's probably best to put them actually where this is. Oh, actually, no, that's not gunnery. That's hand weapon skill. Oh, no, but they do have 2. Oh, they do have 2 in gunnery. That's fine. So we'll send them over there. You've got, lots of shooting, so we'll keep you around actually near the shield generator, near the central point. You're good at gunnery as well, so I'm going to put you over there. This person will heal up, and then we're just going to select them and place them around where we think is probably best, and I think that's about right. And we've also got our crew here, a gunnery drone with limited capabilities. Slow repairs, but very durable, and it does have 2 in gunnery, so we might as well put it on this point defense. It's also turned off. So you don't want to turn everything on, because if you do that, well, it can be all kinds of bad, because generally what will happen is you'll use a lot of resources. That person's got really good hand weapon skill. Where would I want to put them? Near the warp drive? Maybe not. Anyway, you can go... you've got good gunnery, you've got better gunnery, so I think we've just got a lot of people with gunnery, so maybe you go to there, and that fella can go... you can come out here. Right, Elaine. You can come out here and you can man that. And obviously they're just going to sit there and do their own thing. Right, so we'll just put people on there. That'll do it. And we can... do we have a cryo sleep pod? We don't, but we do have a drone repair station, which I'll place in the center there. So you can see that we can... unlike things like FTL, where you just have a standard loadout and then you buy different things... you can start from scratch with like different stuff. Did I just replace that energy reactor? I sort of did. Let's replace that there and then place that there. Okay, there we are. We now have a drone repair. And lacks patience. If we send someone there, or a drone rather, it'll all heal up. So can we not get this? Can we not have 2 people on there? Oh, so it's got 2 consoles but only 1 chair. Oh well. Right, so I'm going to have them in the center, and then I will save all positions, and then we will look at, well, we've got stats for the ship, so how much we are going to be using, range, so resources per range unit, so how much fuel and organic and stuff, and what our dodge chances for asteroid defense or going through asteroid fields, because we can get hit by that, and you know, there's loads of stuff like that. We've got the exterior of the ship, which is fairly alright. We can activate SOS if we run out of resources, which we really don't want to do. And you can see can't warp, we are too far from star. So we go to map, and this is where we are. So this is the star, and there's different points around there, and we can mouse over, and it shows you how much fuel and organics will be used. So let's go there, and we will head over there, and analyzing the data, and then we've reached it. So warning, access to this mining planet is restricted to Intelligent Bank's TM authorized vessels. Failure to respect property borders results in attack by orbital defenses. So we can print long-range missiles to neutralize the satellites from a safe distance, which is -20 explosives, or fight the satellites from tactical distance, which is risks mothership HP. Do we want to do either of those? I am of the opinion that at this point we could probably use the top option. So, firing long-range missiles, and it will calculate it. A swarm of cheaply printed long-range missiles heads toward the planet. The satellites are equipped with point defenses, picking off some of our missiles before they reach the target. So, we were able to destroy some of the satellites, but a number of them are still intact. We can fire our missiles or fight the satellites from tactical distance. I'm going to do that one, and hopefully we've softened them up a little bit. We have lost some hit points and lost some explosives, but we have now got to the exotics mine. So, it takes some time. But we finally find the mining site, a mountain with a tunnel going in. Markings indicate exotic mines. Our drones discover a tunnel leads to a thick crystal security door within the tunnel. We need to get it open before proceeding. Good grief, we're going to have to use a lot of resources here. Okay, use some more explosives, and then it calculates that one. Demolition experts misjudge the optimal placement of the explosives. Fail to crack through the armor outpost. We may try again. Go on, I'll use some fuel, and there we go. We finally got that door open, and we get some exotics, which are very, very expensive, or well, they're very, very good for trading. So where is our damage on the ship then? Let's pause it. It did say we've lost a hull point and it can be repaired. I'm just looking to see if there's any physical damage on this, which it doesn't look like there is. Oh no, there is. There you go. There is the damage, which our THX was repairing, which is good. Right, okay, so we'll go back to the map and we'll have a look over there. Actually, we'll get a bit closer first. And oh, by the way, you can see our sensors will fluctuate based on like what we're going through. So if you go through the cloud, that's a planet with life. We'll have an investigate of that. So, local ecosystem full of strange plants. Entire planet seems to carry faint traces of warp energy. Research local life. Okay. So, we have the dominant plants on this planet grow enormous pods filled with oily substance as fruit. And once it gets fruit, oil can be processed into star fuel as it carries a small warp charge. Harvest the star fuel, so we can say yes, or yes, but really sort of strip mine it, or leave it. I'm going to eco-harvest the fruit. And complete success, no accidents reported. So we've gained a total of 77 organics and 82 fuel, which is good. Let's head over here and we'll go there. And this is a planet with atmosphere, so we'll see what's on there. Orbital scanning reveals presence of life. Strangely not spot much vegetation on the ground. I will explore at the cost of 5 fuel. Covered with a giant fungi. Means of eco-harvesting easily appear because we can take the fruit bodies of the shrooms without killing whole organism. I will do that. I remember any of this can go wrong. Some of the giant mushrooms start to grow and sing, emitting strong EMP-like waves that disable nearby electronics. A deep scanning reveals warp energy frequencies in the shrooms. I will send crew to investigate. And you can see we've got the little people there investigating. Get closer, feel mild telepathic connection established within the fungi. Vivid psychedelic images pour into their minds. I mean, it did say the fungi planet. This was never going to go right. Understood this is how the fungi sees the world. Its roots cover almost the entire planet. This was an episode of Stargate SG-1, I think. And it's connected to all beings here. They realize the fungi is hungry, it wants food, promises something wonderful in return. I've never seen this one before, so I'm going to give 80 organics. Let's see what we do when we feed the fungi. It needs a bit more to blossom. Give it more. Go on. I bet it's hungry. Finally, after feeding huge amounts of organics to fungi roots, communicates feeding of satisfaction. One of the mushrooms releases large spores communicating friends. On-spot analysis detects spores carry human DNA. Take the spores aboard for incubation research. Yes, go on then. This can only go well. Spores melt together in the containment chamber and within days turn into a sleeping adult human. They have no memories, but their personality slowly wakes up, revealed to be a mixture of personalities of the crew members who visit the planet. Otherwise, they are completely normal. Ah, easily learn how to operate on the ship. That is cool. Yes. So where's our new crew members? There they are. So we've got Nuke Runner. No, hang on, what? No, that's the ship. I was going to say, there's no way they're going to call them. Not going to call them Nuke Runner. Lisa Halverson, who's good at repairing and working everything else as well. Where else can I put you? I guess the warp drive is probably better because, well, you are better at doing it, so I'm going to say you come off there. And this person's good at gunnery, which I will... There's no point in putting them in there because that's an automated defense system, so I will instead just leave them where they are. So you Get on that, please. And then we will probably save. Now, the problem I have here is that I have a lot of people sitting about. I'm going to put them in here. This is like the cryo sleep standard issue pods. So when they're in there, I believe they use less resources. You also have a bigger one as well where you can put them in. It just means that... Can you put the... No, you can't put the cat in a cryo sleep. It just means they're going to use less resources and such. No dreams as requested. Having lucid dreams, sensual time with a dream character, and recurring nightmare about being swallowed. Warp storms. Okay, that's fine. So save all crew, and then let's go back to the map. So we've investigated most of the places. Oh, unknown object detected. Let's have a look at that. Organic. Bunch of dead bodies drifting in space. Due from the uniform, safe to assume they are the crew of a single ship. We collected the bodies and put them through the traditional recycling ritual. That can only come back to haunt us. So, the question is, do we go over here? Well, we're going to use a lot of organics and stuff, and already we've burnt more than I really care to do so. But let's just have a look anyway. So, scanning this is another ecosystem. I'm going to research and harvest the organics because we really do need some food. And a warp worm appears from underground and attacked our harvesting equipment. So we've lost a crew member and we've lost some fuel and other things as well. That's not good. What crew member did we lose? Whatever. It was obviously the person on this thing, so that's bad. Let's get someone. Let's wake someone up. You can go there, and you can go there. So just defrosting them, defreezing in progress. And there we go, we'll save that. So that's bad, but we've had a good... No, look, we've had good luck so far. Save all. So that's a lifeless planet and a mining planet. If I go there, I will use a total of 33 organics, which I really can't afford. So I'm going to go to warp, and I'm going to go... so if we go here, we know that OS has got 1 planet, 0 of 1 planets visits to the one there. This one has 0 of 2, and it's also got a fleet there. I want to go there because I want to show you the fleet and the combat, and I also want to see what's on those planets. Fuel trader. Existential salutations, fellow consciousness. Generic greetings, sir. Let's trade forms of energy for mutual profit. Okay, I will buy. I will barter to get 100 fuel for 3 exotics. There we go. Excellent. And we also got some explosives as well. So we have jumped to another system, and we can see we have some sort of planet over here. It's a gas giant, so we can probably harvest that. Gas giant is pure concentration of fuel atmosphere. Nothing to do here. Well, that's a shame. Okay, let's head to this one then. And at any point we could bump into the planet with atmosphere. Encrypted broadcast. Oh, we could bump into the fleet, and I'm going to look for it on purpose. I'm running out of food. So a structure on the planet's surface emitting some kind of unknown signal. Itself is uninteresting, lacks significant vegetation. Will explore that? Oh, cool. Tower of Nod. An ancient, enormous library built by the Corsians, long disappeared civilization, is infamous for its cruelty, but also love of knowledge. Might contain both traps and valuable data. I will explore the library and consume exotics for mental fortitude. I will do that. Traps triggered. Oh, no. The corridors allowed you a pack full of traps, including warp array attacks. Oh my good grief. Have I just lost 4 crew? Designed to permanently injure visitors. Library administration area offers us highly valuable data free, including maps of faraway star systems and charts. Okay, and a rare alien species in other technical literature. So 1 fate point, and we've got 200 Xeno data. Lost an exotic, and crew hit points are down. So that's actually not too bad. Let's go to ship, and we can see that we will have some crew who have been hurt. So any crew that's been hurt, I will send them back over. In fact, one of them was in the cryopod, which is interesting, because I didn't think it would do that. Anyway, let's head them back over here. So we're going to heal them all up. But nice if you could speed up at this point, because we are literally just going to be waiting for this to go through the process of healing there. So I'm not going to put them back to the stations. I'm just going to use the return all to stations. So you go there. And we've got no food anyway. So return all to stations. This is all kinds of bad. Okay. So we need to either get some more food somehow, or I mean, what's the other option? What is the other option? Trade. We could turn on our SOS. Let's just warp. We won't die immediately. And there's probably nothing over here. Yeah, we won't die immediately. We will, however, start. We won't be able to heal crew, and importantly, we won't be able to feed them, which means that they will slowly lose health. Anyway, so organic objects here, some more dead bodies, and we've just got 20 odd health. I'm going to go over here, and then we've got, oh, a ship. Approaching ship. We detect a single advanced ship rapidly approaching tactical weapons range. It broadcasts RAP Empire credentials. Skaven! Right, Ratmen. Alien vessel. Star system is Rat Empire property, and according to local rules, all alien visitors must pay the property visiting tax or be immediately destroyed. I will prepare for battle just so I can show you what that is like. So, another small ship joins when attacked. So this is the big difference from games like FTL. You can fight multiple ships. So, this is our ship, and hopefully it is capable of destroying them, but we will see. I will immediately turn on these modules, and it will take a while to power on, so that's going to be a bit of a problem. We've got the automatic rail Gatling type 1. You can see it's got damage. You get different damage types where it can cause fires. What it does, so this ignores shields. And you've also got nominal chance to hit enemy ship hull, which is very low. And this one here is a bit better. It's got, 18% chance to do critical damage and also ignore shields. Low chance to cause fire. Damage against modules, which is 2x2, so it's like a splash damage one. And it also gives us an asteroid defense bonus of 1, which is okay. So what I will do is target these weapons, and what you do, you don't target a specific system per se. You can place it in the center, but you can see this area is where it's going to shoot within. So the closer the target, the easier it will be to hit something. So you can see further away it does go larger. You have really a choice. Do you want to be shooting the bigger ship, hopefully you can destroy it, or do you want to go for the small one destroyed earlier? I think this one's got 2 guns and is not much bigger than that one. It's got 12 health and 8 shields. This has got 11 health and no shields. The evasion 7%, this one's only 7%, so we're going to go for this one, so we'll target that one there. In fact, you know what we'll do? We'll target that one minigun on this guy, because he's the closer one there, so I will say target there. And then the other one's going to target down the bottom, and I'm also going to fire this little nuke, and the little nuke will pretty much destroy this when it hits. So let's just unpause it, and immediately you can see there's some frowny faces because we are hungry. These things are now powering on. They have, it looks like to be some sort of, it's a fast-firing laser. Okay, that's not good, because I don't know, well, we can't intercept it. But anyway, there's the lasers going out, and there's some shots coming in as well. We've got some shots ricocheting off. I want to make sure that that's not firing for some reason. I think I didn't press it right. Here we go. So we've got the missile coming in. It does have HP, so it can be intercepted. And they don't have any interception target. Yeah, they'd have nothing to intercept it, so that's kind of hurt them. So they've got they've lost their sensors, their container, another container, the bridge is gone, the energy reactor, the engine's all gone, so evasion's dropped to 0, that gun's also broke. So yeah, I think what we do is just focus everything on this. So fire away, and here we go. So there's our shots going out, smacking into the ship. We're obviously taking shots back, which is currently pinging off the shields, but the shields will be dropping. There we go, we are doing all right there. The thing about this ship, this is one of the first ones you can start. See, that is like ricochets off the armor. I really think that's cool. And oh, we have actually taken a hit. Yeah, this is one of the starting ones, and I think it's certainly not an easy mode. Oh, by the way, when you press space, it goes into slow-mo rather than pause, but you can pause it. Yeah, it's sort of on easy mode when you've got the nukes, because a nuke is pretty much an insta. That ship is just now decimated, and don't even worry about it. This has got 1 more health before it dies, so when this fires, we should be fine. And there we go, that ship is now dead. So I will refocus this gun onto there, and this one to there, and then there we go. Oh, and we've taken a hit. We have taken a hit, so that person is automatically repairing it because they were sitting on it. You notice we do have a minor integrity damage bit there. So if this damage was, say, in the center, we'd be able to repair it. But because we don't have access to it, because it's in this wall section, we can't repair that, and as such, we have to instead... Where was that firing? Instead, we have to... We have to go to a station. There's our shields that's just dropped. New shield point in 13 seconds, but we are doing all right. They're going to be firing shortly, so we're going to take some damage here. And There we go. It's hitting on the front, and we do have a hole in that, so I will get someone to repair that. I will go to... Oh, it looks like our THX Type 1 3 is going to repair that, and the ship's gone. So that is good. We have defeated the Ratmen. So we've gained 2 modules, some organics, which we really needed, some fuel, some materials, and some fate points. So we now have a couple of modules. We've got a micro-reactor and a micro-reactor 2. Well, I'm going to put the micro-reactor in here because we might as well, and this one we will go ahead and just check. It generates 5 points, and this one generates 15, so I'm going to scrap it instead, and that gives us some more resources. So seems the sector has been claimed by the Rat Empire, greedy little xenophobic mammals they are. Would you like to see database notes of their civilization? So you can see, yes, show me, and it's going to give us like a background of it and stuff like that. So anyway, healing. There's a couple of people that do require that, so I will send them up there. Not too many. That was a fairly easy fight. I'm going to put another atomic weapon in there. So we got our nuke. You can go up to there. And then, oh, you need to come out of that pod as well. Please wake up. Yeah, he's waking up now. So, and this is taking organics. Actually, you know what? No. Return all. It's just taking all the organics to heal them up. We just don't have enough. Right, okay, so we will go to the map again, and we can have a look over there. We still don't have enough organics to really do much. Oh, we actually still need to go to that planet. It's inhabited, but that doesn't mean there's no resources there. It's a planet, a colony of the Plei, a species of fairly advanced humanoids. We can contact them. We'll have a little chat. It's some static AI. Sorry, but all locals are busy at the moment. We're instructed to let you know we are not currently interested in any outside contact. Not respecting our express borders will trigger planetary defenses. Token of hospitality, we've prepared you a cargo container filled with local food and drugs. Have a good day. Okay, thank you very much, I guess. Let's head over here. And we got another ship coming in. Who is it? It's the Rat Empire again. Ah, vessel. It's, yeah, prepare for battle once more. And let's do this again. So, they have a similar size ship, and that's pretty much the same thing. So, I'm going to fire the nuke over there, and then just fire everything that way, because, quite frankly, that will resolve this problem in fairly short order. Obviously, firing the nukes like this is not really something you want to do, because quite frankly these are extremely useful and you only get 3 of them. Now that doesn't mean to say that you can't get them later on. I haven't personally seen it, but I'm guessing a lot of these things can be traded, so yeah, maybe it's best to hold off. I'm just doing this for the sake of, like, basically this is a demonstration and I won't be keeping this safe probably, so I'm just firing the big thing quite early, and that's going to pretty much win us this fight straight away. There's the shot that'll kill it, and there we go. So we'll now fire at that and then fire at that. There we are. So they're firing. What the hell is that out there? What's going on there? There was like a pod going around with the cat outside. Yes, you can get see there's different sectors here, different grids. The enemy can be all the way around here. It's not you're on the left and they're on the right, so they can go behind, and that does matter because things like this point defense, you can see it only covers a certain section. So for ships like this, which is fairly square or rectangular, it's not too much of an issue. However, if you've got a longer ship, then it can become a bit of a problem. And there's another explosion, and that's gone. So that has given us some resources, which is all good. And we have got some more modules. So we got a command bridge, which is solitary. And is it pretty much exactly the same? It is exactly the same. So I will scrap that. We have another micro-reactor and another micro-reactor 1. I'm just going to scrap all of that. And then that one there, do I really need to have another micro-reactor? No, I will scrap that as well. So it seems to be claimed, yes, we don't need to know that. So I've now got more synthetics really than we can handle. So I'm going to convert that to fuel, which is a terrible conversion rate, but at least you get something. And then finally, we'll put our last boom shot in there. So we will now head over to there. Oh, I should have went to that planet, shouldn't I? Okay, gas giant first. And we will harvest. which gives us... Oh, atmosphere activity soon starts to intensify, threatening to return the most dangerous megastorm. We're currently using mothership for harvesting the gas. Should we leave? Keep harvesting, risk the mothership HP. And we're able to hold back a fair amount of fuel before evacuating the area. We have 67 fuel. Excellent. Let's go over here and we will now be starving. So... strong radiation and active mineral dust storms make the planet an unattractive spot for scavenging, so there's nothing there. Okay, so we'll have to go to then the next sector. And yeah, it doesn't mean there's nothing else here, I don't believe. We can probably scout around, we might find something, but I think we're best off warping over there and warp to destination. So you can see the moment to moment, there's a couple of things that I haven't really mentioned, so things like stealth detection level, we can only see fleets... Hang on. Ah, a trader, the Insectoid Alliance. Ooh, yes, we can buy things. So I'm going to say buy 150 organics for 100 credits. Yes, thank you very much. That's exactly what we wanted. Yes, you've got stealth detection rating, so you can show fleets have a lower stealth detection. So you get better scanners and more stealth, and you can find things. So it's like a pre-scout phase type thing. Planet with an ecosystem. We'll have a look over there. Investigate that. And it's got Cthulhu elephant. Okay, we've discovered primitive civilization. These highly intelligent mammals seem to be hardworking and ethical by even our standards, our advanced standards. Extensive hidden observations reveal egalitarian society based on respect and trust. They've just given us 100... Oh, we've got 100 Xeno data and 1 fate point. Locals call themselves... Cthulhu funts. Yes. After meeting with our ambassadors, they ask for our help. There's a group of alien pirates on the planet who regularly raid the... elephants. The pirates are underground caves. Attack the pirates and the crew. And attack repelled. And that didn't work out. We've got some damage. Oh yeah, despite scores of pirates annihilated with our advanced weapons, managed to seriously hurt our crew and destroy a number of drones. Oh well, that didn't work out. Promise give the most holy secret magic artifact to defeat the pirates. Yeah, let's use a Cthulhu-y type weapon. Operatives were better prepared this time, using more resources. The attack of pirates exhaust all explosive ammunition during the fight, but ultimately lost due to inferior technology. Scavenging their base revealed criminals had collected quite a stash of resources. We got a lot of damage, but we've got loads of organics, bit of fuel, lots of metals, lots of synthetics, lots of explosives, but we've got exotics and fate points, and I'm guessing these are going to be quite good. Express infinite gratitude and give up the promised artifact, which proves to be a ship module. Newfound freedom of the entire... Cthulhu Funt civilization is later celebrated with a grand feast. So, what have we got? We have a warp drive crystal type A. And what have we got? We got a warp drive generic type 101. So the difference is the loading time is less, and it uses this one here uses less fuel and less power. Oh, it has nowhere near the amount of HP though. Okay, I'm going to install that and replace our old one. Right, cool, excellent. Our robot's in need of repair, so I'm going to say convert to fuel, and convert to fuel because we were maxed out. Excellent. Well, that was a good one. So I will probably scrap that module. Don't need that. Convert to fuel, and so far then we are doing really well. We do need to get these crew members healed up, but we have 1 nuke in the chamber, we have good systems, and we now have all the resources to fully explore the rest of this one and then progress on. But that is a little bit of the game. Only a tiny bit. Now, like I say, at this point, after playing an hour and 3/4, I probably started getting grips with it, but it feels like I'm just scratching the surface of a lot of the things that's going on. It felt very difficult when I first started, and that's because obviously you got a lot of crew when you compare it to things like FTL, which, as I said, I don't think it's unfavourable to do that. You've got a lot more modules, you've got different options, the events... you know, after 100 odd hours of FTL, you've seen and done all of the events, really. But because these are new, you can't really read what's going on. You have to make your best judgment and such, which is good. I'd rather that than being completely predictable and whatnot. But yeah, it's I like the you've got all of your standard stuff. You've got your guns and shields and evade chance and stuff. But then you've got obviously things like interception and there is boarding and things like that. And I like the way you can customize the ship at the start. Yeah, So far, as a first impressions, I'm quite liking it. Time will tell whether I put a lot more into it. The thing is, it hasn't really hooked me. Like FTL, just because I understood the mechanics very early on, it was like very instantaneous. It was very, very gripping, whereas this one, it seems to be more of a slow burner, where you'll get a lot more of it. The more you put in and the more you understand it, then it's you probably get more out of it that way. But it's not any worse. I think it's just different, and it just depends on really what you fancy. As I said, time will tell whether we progress on with it some more, but certainly going to give it another couple of hours at least before making any more judgments. I want to try some of the other ships. I want to get further because, as I said, I've only got just I think I was on the last system of the second sector, so just about to go to the next one, and then I was attacked by 3 people, and actually no, it was just 2, and I defeated them, but their ship blew up and their shot was still coming in, and it hit me and destroyed me, and darn it. It was so close. But yeah, there we go. That's a little bit of Shortest Trip to Earth. If you like the game, then by all means you can check it out yourself. Links are in the description. Thank you very much for watching. Take care, and generic partners.